Well, good morning everybody. It is October 1st. It's the first Sunday of the month. Hope everybody has had a wonderful September. September is here and gone, and I don't think I did anything. I worked Labor Day weekend and then got all ready for Mississippi Mayhem, and I can barely talk about it, but we couldn't go. We couldn't go. A health thing came up on my husband's side of the family. We weren't able to, everybody's fine and everything's okay, and it's not anything life-threatening or anything. Just one of those things, he had to deal with it, and I certainly was not going to go down there without my husband. So, and it was like 2 days before I had everything packed, as you guys know. Everything was ready to roll. The camper's all set. Oh, Lord. Oh, I wasn't a happy camper. I was crabby, man. It wasn't good around here for like a couple weeks. I wasn't happy. There's no way to get around, so we couldn't go. So that it is what it is. And then any of you ladies have significant others will understand this. My husband's like, hey, as long as we can't go, why don't you just shut that camper up? Oh, I'm like, oh, honey, don't talk to me about my camper. At least if it's out there. I like to go sit in my camper and stuff. I said, don't even say anything about my camper. That was going to be our last outing, you know. And there's no way that we could do anything else with it. But I like to, I might sound weird, I like to go out there and just sit in my camper, and I'll putz around it. And it's kind of like a little getaway in your own front yard or whatever. So I'm like, no, honey, the camper's staying over here because I need it. It's kind of my like little oasis retreat. And I only got up north one weekend in September, and it was the weekend for, and we did get to do this, luckily, thank goodness for everybody I live with. I got to go, we went up for it was the weekend for like the vineyard, a lot of the vineyards had stuff going on, little festivals and music and stuff, and the orchard had stuff going on. So we started out late. We always think we're going to start out earlier than we're going to, but the night before we went to the Indian Head Supper Club, it had a lovely, I just love that place. I just love the old time feel it, everything. I've talked about the Indian Head Supper Club in Polson Lake, Wisconsin before, but the old time supper clubs, there's not very many left around here. There's still some like downtown St. Paul, Minneapolis and stuff, but around this area they're just like closing up. They can't make it, which is kind of sad. People are in such a hurry, they want to go to Applebee's or Olive Garden. I like me some Applebee's and Olive Garden too, but there's nothing like taking that couple hours of sitting down and enjoying the person or people that you're with and the company and enjoying the food and relaxing and stuff. So everybody's in such a hurry now. Sometimes you just gotta put the brakes on, slow down. So we did that Friday night. So we got home I got home pretty early. The rest of them went down to the tavern, and I said, I'm going to bed. I want to be fresh. I want to be fresh for the next day. So went to bed. I went to bed early and got up and stuff. But time we had, like, you sit around and you have coffee and you visit, and we had eggs and toast, and it was like almost noon before we got going for our run of the day. So we bebopped around, went to a couple vineyards, and then we stopped back at the apple place, but it was kind of like closing up it was like 5 o'clock on a Saturday. We thought it would go until like dusk or at least 7, but no, it was done, and that was it. We were tired. We were like putting on miles, and we were all over the place and had a lovely day. It was great. And just kind of chilled out. It was a great weekend. Beautiful weather. Beautiful hot weather. It was like July up there. It was hot and humid, and it wasn't so hot that you were sweating, but because there's a nice breeze, and it wasn't a cool breeze, it was a hot humid breeze, but it made it comfortable at least. So it was lovely, the last, like, you know, last of the hot summer weather that we're gonna have, because now we're into the cool weather. Last weekend it started cooling way down, and this week was beautiful. I love this type of weather where the sun is bright and warm, the wind is a little bit cool, and you need a little light sweater sometimes and stuff, which isn't very often for me because I'm always warm. So because of the family health thing, we didn't get to go to Mississippi. I'm very bummed. Oh Lord, I forgot already. Vintage Vegan, was that who it was? Got to go down. She says, I saw your post, I saw your YouTube thing, and she went down and stuff, and I think she said she took a little video, so she posts that on her YouTube site. I'll ask if I can share it with all of you, like, and I'll put it on my Facebook page or something. Just, I don't know what she got or what pictures of, and the whole Vintage Camper Rally group that was there in June at Hay Creek went down too, and they had and the weather was perfect. It was the perfect, most beautiful weather, and that shouldn't have made me more crappy, but it did. Because because I was at home cleaning and putzing around, and I said having a big pity party for myself, but it is what it is. That's what I did in September. I didn't go that. I only went up north once. And as you all know that I've talked about before is that, I'll stop slapping my lap, sorry about that. I been dealing with the shoulder stuff for going on a year, and like it's been really bad spring, summer, fall. To the point where PT says, yep, we're done. We can't do anything else. Sorry. We've kind of got to the end of our road. I went and saw the surgeon, and he did an MRI, and we already knew what I was going to say. It was like encapsulation of the shoulder, and then I had like 3 or 4 little tears and different ligaments and whatnot up in that shoulder. So he says, well, because of that and the amount of pain I am in, I have been taking like every over-the-counter naproxen, ibuprofen, Tylenol, arthritis Tylenol, every over-the-counter thing that I can get my hands on, and I've been taking Benadryl at night sometimes to be able to sleep, because you can't sleep with it either. But I hate taking Benadryl, and I don't know if any of you are like me. Benadryl or NyQuil, which has Benadryl, or any of those sleep medications usually contain Benadryl. Even if I take it, I feel groggy in the morning. I don't feel alert. It takes me a couple hours to wake up, and I don't like that. I don't like that cloudy, not cloudy feeling, but not wide awake with it feeling. So I don't like to take that. So when I went in and we started setting up the surgery, I said, is there something you could give me? Because none of these over-the-counters are helping any of the pain. And by the end of my workday, I am dying. Man, oh man, oh man, I am dying in pain. And then I'm icing at work and stuff, and oh my god, it's just ridiculous. And everybody I work with has been really good, because I'm sure I've not been in the happy camper mood at work either. So, gave me some stuff called Celebrex, which is kind of like, it's an anti-inflammatory medication too, but it's kind of like up on the higher spectrum. And if you don't got insurance, man, oh man, that's expensive. I'm very lucky that I have insurance. And that takes the edge off, takes the sharp pain away for me, which is great. And then he gave me something a little bit stronger to take at bedtime, and that will usually give me a good like 4 or 5 hours of sleep and rest. And then I kind of wake up and then it's back again, because you can only take so much of that stuff, and I don't want to take too much of it either. So my surgery is on October 10th. Thank you, Lord. So I'm just having, it's called sedated, or I get put under anesthesia, shoulder manipulation, where they'll go in there and pretty much they crank on the shoulder and they break up all of that scarring and encapsulation, because I can't lift my hand behind my back, side, over my head. I mean, it's like right about there and a little bit higher. That's about it. That's why I haven't been doing any vintage hair. It's just like, I can do it, and I've done my hair a couple times, like done it. But it takes me forever, and it is not comfortable, and it's painful, and I haven't even tried a wet set for this last, how many months? Look at my videos, I guess, and you can see when I stopped doing it, because it's painful. And I thought, you guys understand. And I'm like, I'm sure back in the day when the ladies had something going on, they didn't set their hair either. Who knows? They probably put a hair thing in it like I'm doing and made the best of it, because it's hair. I mean, come on, you know, it's washed and cleaned and combed and put a little something in it. It's good enough, you know. I'll start doing it again when I can move my arm. So, thanks for being very patient with me. Like I said, I want to do my makeup thing, and I have all my stuff for my vintage makeup tutorial all put together, all ready, all lined up. It's just sitting there. And there's all the stuff I want to do, but I said, I'm just not even going to try it, because I don't want to look all whatever. I want to be able to do it fluidly for you and not, you know, do it in pain and stuff. I want to do a nice job for you. So I really haven't had much to say, because I haven't been doing anything. My son's father sold his house, so you know how my house is so packed full of everything under the sun. So since his father sold his house, he's got to go get all this his and his brother's childhood stuff. Some of it he has a storage place for. Some of it he's storing here. Some of the stuff was mine or in my family that their dad is giving back to me. So we're bringing more stuff into my house. Oh, you know, I get it all cleaned up and nice, and here, it's raining stuff again, you know. And this is stuff that's, you know, 30 years old and stuff. And it was like my, he had my mother's china, because he had the bigger house, and you know, and I figured, you know, the kids grew up with it, so I said, you know, you keep the china because you're more apt to use it. And you know, when we did divorce, I wanted to keep everything as the same as it always had been for the kids. So certain things I just said, no, you keep it because that's what the kids remember and that's what they're used to there in that home. So anyway, so there's a bunch of stuff like that. So I'm getting all that. I don't even know where it was, but he's cleaning his attic out. I got my old bowling ball back from 30 years ago. Maybe not 30 years ago, 20 some years ago. I'm like, I'll never, with my shoulders, I will never bowl again in my life. I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. But he's like, you know, he's got to clean his house out. So he's like, you know, I've had this. And I was like, here, you can have it back. I'm like, oh, Lordy. So I'm getting some of that stuff back that we're just going to have to take to, I'm not going to bowl again. Who's going to want somebody? Because when you bowl, and if you're an avid bowler, and I used to be on full-time ladies league, a part-time ladies league, and then mixed double. It was me and my husband and another couple. So I was bowling like sometimes three times a week. And no, I was not a good bowler. I was like hey, she's good to have on the team because she's got a low handicap. She'll help us that way because the rest of us are good bowlers. That's who I was. And I knew my place. And if I had a good night, it was a super good night because of my handicap. So anyway, I'm getting that stuff back. And then I was going to take the couch that was down there that was his grandparents, because it was an old 70s lime green. But here I find out it was, and their dad said, yeah, you can have it. We want to get rid of it. It's a sleeper sofa. I said, oh, no, I never want to have another sleeper sofa the rest of my days. They're cumbersome, they're big, they're heavy, oh my God, and none of them, I don't care. None of them are comfortable. You can get a nice futon now that is pretty sleepable and nice. And we have that in the basement. But we got a double bed. My son's got a double bed. We got a queen bed. We got a double. I'm like, oh Lord, I don't even want to try to get that in my split level home. Can you imagine trying to get, tell your dad to get rid of it. But he was like, his mom still had some of like an old was it Dayton's or Donaldson's hat, probably from the 50s or 60s. And his sister started into that stuff, so that was very nice of him. He gave that to my son Seth and sent it over here and said, you know, here, I know your mother would appreciate that, which is pretty dang nice. Your mother would appreciate it, and it'll be nice when I wear it, and I'll say, hey, this was your Grandma Lofgren's, which is really nice. But, you know, he's going to a house that is half or less than half the size as he's living in. That's what I was used to, because we lived, when I was married to the father, we lived in a huge old farmhouse. Had all this room. So going from that to smaller through the years and stuff. And then, you know, people passing or whatever through the years, and you accumulate more stuff. Man, I don't know how the rest of you do it to keep up on it, but you think you're getting ahead of the game. And then, like I said, I was getting ahead of the game with all my stuff, my grandmother's, my great-grandmother's, all that stuff, right? I was thinking, oh, I'm doing good. And then this happened. I tell you, month of September, I got things thrown at me left and right. But I'm making do. I'm making the best of it that I can. It's going okay. Like I said, I am so looking forward to getting my shoulder done and just being more active and being able to do more stuff with you guys too. And I have so many projects that I've talked to you about what I like to do, and I have that I want to do. But I can't do them just because of this, and you know, I just don't have the energy because of it. Some more weight because of it, because you just don't, the end of the workday, you are in so much discomfort that you don't have the energy to do anything. You come home and I take my Celebrex and do what I need to do, and then I've been going to bed early because I can get a good 4 or 5 hours of sleep now, which is lovely. But then the rest of the time you're just kind of like in there resting, and oh my God, but you're not resting. And I'll get up and do Facebook on my phone in the middle of the night because I can't sleep. So 10 days to surgery. Hallelujah, thank you. And I remember when I had this one done, and this one was not as painful as this one. oh Lord, it was sore and it was uncomfortable, but this one is like pain, oh pain. I think I have a pretty high pain tolerance. Maybe it's older and I can't take it, I don't know. But after I had the surgery on this one, as soon as, I'm not kidding you, as soon as I was out of surgery, you know, you wake up in your little recovery chair, and I was able to reach my hand up in the air, move it around. It was like unbelievable. I've been going through PT with this one for months and months now. And, you know, they did an awesome job. They really worked it, and they did everything, bless their hearts, that they could. But I was just at a stopping point where, you know, sorry, we're not going to get it. It's just the way it is. So, after I had the surgery on this one, as soon as you're out of surgery, I'm not kidding you, as soon as you can move it. And it's uncomfortable and stuff because they broke that all up. But you lose that shooting, feels like a, whatever, knife in your, because it's not only your shoulder that bothers you. And I'm going to quit talking about this in a minute. But it's your scapula and your mid-thoracic and stuff. And as soon as you have it done, it is wonderful. It's gone 10 days. Oh, I can't wait. I went, it's Halloween. It's Halloween. It's not Halloween. It's October, so the month of Halloween, which is my favorite, like one of my favorite holidays just to get ready for it and decorate. And I have, I bet you, 8 tubs of decorations and stuff. I don't know how I'm going to be feeling the rest of this month, so I went out and I bought some. I went to Menards, and I went to Walmart, and I went to Target, and they don't have as much stuff as they used to, or it seems like it, because they used to be packed to the next. But that's where I usually get my good deals, like the after Halloween 90% off deals, because they have so much overstock, and I think maybe the stores are like reevaluating it and downsizing some of that stuff, so there won't be as much clearance stuff. But it's more like big stuff, like I'm going to say animatronic, you know, like figurines that move and talk, and you walk past them and they go boo or whatever. Things on your doors and things that hang outside, and full-sized things that will move and talk, and it's crazy. They're, you know, most are censored and stuff. Tons of like big ticket items like that and stuff, but not as much cute kitschy stuff, this little stuff. But I did find some. I got a couple little things from Target. Didn't really see much at Walmart that I liked at all. But where was it? Menards. Menards had a lot of like inexpensive or not as expensive stuff. So I went to Menards and I made a little video, just a quick little picture of all of their displays there, and I posted a little teeny video just so you could see what Menards has. You know, instead of like, oh, I wonder what Menards have, and you run over there, which is always fun to see anyway. I just posted a little video if you want to check that out and just see what Menards has to offer this year. And I ended up picking up behind me, I don't know if you can see, I have a little thing. What does it even say? Hello Fall. I got that for like $1 at Target, and I got the 2 little banners on either side of me. I don't know if you can see them. I got those at Menards, and they were like on sale they were less than $3 a piece. And then some stuff I had gotten, like my little bats you see flying around, and that round, I don't know what it's called, round thing with a spider on it. It's not a spider web, but it's called a something. I had gotten on clearance last year, and I had put it away here at the house. So I did not go get all my tubs of stuff out. I might go get a few tubs. I do not know. We will see how I feel, because I don't think I'm going to do the big decoration. And I didn't do it last year because I had started my new job. So it's been 2 years, and I love decorating. I used to back in the day. I don't do this anymore, but I set up like a graveyard and ghosts and great big huge thing when you came into our house, and I had a big skeleton guy that had a tuxedo on that greeted you at the front door, and stuff like that and stuff. But I just didn't have time last year, and this year with all my stuff going on, I didn't get it up. But I love decorating for Halloween. I love decorating for Halloween more so than I do for Christmas, I think. Or maybe it's even up. Maybe it's kind of even up. Love decorating, hate taking it down. So I went and bought, splurged, and I spent like probably a total of maybe $70 and bought all the little things here behind me. And I bought a couple, Menards had it on sale where you could, they're just and they're not expensive, they're just cheaply made scarecrows that are on like bamboo pole stakes, but they're cute. And they had buy one get one free for $6.98, which is a really good deal. And then they had black and orange flamingos. I saw those, I had to get those, and those were $7.98, I think, per set. You know, set of two, so I got 2 sets of those. And then they had a couple lanterns that you can turn off and on, but they look like real, I think they might be real thin metal, and then plexiglass, little bats all over. So I set up some of my stuff outside with a little vintage area with all the flamingos and some old lawn chairs that my Aunt Rosie had hand woven back in the day, and my little scarecrow. So I have a little bit of stuff outside, but not a heck of a lot. And if I don't get any more than up, I'll be okay with like this stuff and a few things in my living room. But I really like to get a few of my tubs out. I was planning on going, because we always dress up usually every year. Last year me and Christy went to the Halloween ball at the Congress. Oh my god, that was so much fun. But we usually try to do something every Halloween, and I was going to do it, and I decided to cancel because I don't know quite how I'm going to be feeling. And, you know, I don't want to drag anybody down in my pit of painful despair, but I think I'll be feeling a lot better by then. So I'll just play it by ear that, hey, you know I canceled, but did you find anything to do? If you didn't, maybe we'll do something. Or I'll be home. We don't get any trick-or-treaters out here either, which is a bummer. Maybe back in the day when the kids were littler, we maybe got four, and they got really good stuff because we didn't get any kids. But we don't get anybody now, and I miss that. I love seeing the kids' costumes and stuff, and I like it's kind of the one time a year that you can kind of be a kid yourself and dress up and have fun and be kind of silly and stuff. And we've done we've done like the zombie pub crawl up in Minneapolis, which is unbelievable. I can't remember how many zombies, 5,000 to 10,000 or something, or maybe it's not that many. Maybe it's only 5,000 total zombies. I don't know. People dress up and bar hopping. They have music and a little. They have a Ferris wheel, and that was kind of fun too. So we always I like to do something special in the month of October. We used to do Oktoberfest back. I mean, I just love October. There's so many options and so many things going on, and September's kind of like the kickoff for fall, right, where you kind of start feeling it and get going. But October really is the time of the year that the leaves are really turning. We have soybeans across the way this year, so they'll be harvesting those, and the corn is getting harvested. And I love the smell outside of the like the leaves turning, and just it has that whole different scent and smell and that fresh crisp air and stuff. I love it. What's your favorite time of the year? I love all the seasons, I guess, but I don't know, something about fall I don't like what's after it. But so a lot of nothing going on with me, I guess, but I can always ramble on about something, right? So, and I'm sure this is the time of year of pumpkin spice, and I do have pumpkin spice in my coffee, just a little. I don't like sweet coffee. I think it's more the smell that I like of the pumpkin spices, pumpkin spice, or vanilla, or just warmer scents. I guess cozy, where you want to get a blanket type of smells. So, anywho, since it's October 1st, I thought I have to get on this better than I did last year. I can't remember how it went down last year because of my job. I think I got it done ahead of time, but I'm going to have a giveaway, because I always have a little October giveaway for Halloween and stuff. Sometimes it's fall themed, sometimes it is Halloween themed, and this year it's going to be Halloween themed. So, and I will do a makeup giveaway when I finally get my tutorial done. Please let it be the end of October, beginning of November, because that's kind of like when I usually have some little thing in the spring, but I like to have a couple little fall giveaways. I don't know, kind of pre-holiday treats for everybody. So I will be posting a video today also with my morning coffee with the little giveaway, and it's just some little something just for everybody, just a little Halloween-y something, and it will be for learn my lesson. No international, only continental United States, so no Alaska, no Hawaii, no Canada, no overseas, because the shipping and handling it's really up there, man. So sometimes if the shipping and handling can cost more than all the prized products that you got together. So I will be posting that today also, and that will be just a quick little video for my Halloween fall giveaway and stuff. So it was nice having coffee with you. I probably will try to have coffee with you next weekend, and the following I probably may be able to get some in because I will be off work for 4 work days because I'm on call, I'm off, then I have surgery, then I'm off the rest of that week, but I go back the following Monday, so I have a little bit. But you think, oh great, a whole week off. No, I've got to go in every day to the place that I work in Lake City to have physical therapy done every single day. So it's not really a work week off, and I got to go back to where I work. Not that I don't love where I work. It's just like, you know what I'm saying. So everybody have a great week. Watch out for my Halloween giveaway. Get all your little fall, or I guess it's fall/Halloween. Sometimes I'll put a little fall-y things out, then I'll get my Halloween stuff out, put that away, and then I'll go more harvest theme for November, you know, cornucopias and stuff more Thanksgiving theme. So I kind of like to transition it all together, but lightly this year because I have everything. So thanks for sitting down and having coffee with me. It was so nice. Thanks for listening. I'm so sorry I have no Mississippi Mayhem videos to show you or anything. I'm just so bummed about that. I was so excited to share that all with you. At least I guess we had the packing party. At least we had that. And I was like, oh, you know, I didn't get to all those new outfits I got together. I'm like, I thought, you know, okay, always try to look on the bright side. I thought, I've got my Viva Las Vegas stuff. So the stuff that, so when I do my Viva packing, you're going like, hey, wait a minute. That was the same stuff that you did for Mississippi Mayhem. Well, yes, it will be, because I'm going to utilize the same outfits and the same things that I was going to put together for Mississippi Mayhem and use it for Viva Las Vegas in the spring. Why wouldn't I, right? Because Viva Las Vegas, we're going to keep it a little more simple this year and not be all stressed out. I don't think we're going to pack any petticoats. I think we're going to keep it simple, late 40s, early 50s, simple, maybe a little rockabilly, little tennis shoes, maybe one little frilly dress. But we're going to keep it simple this year. See the sights of the town and see some more stuff, some more vintage Vegas, because there's always more that you always find every time you go. So take care. Have a great week. Thanks for joining me for coffee. And if you're interested in to see anything from Mississippi Mayhem, I'd say go onto YouTube and type in Mississippi Mayhem Lacrosse or Mississippi Mayhem West Salem 2017, and I am sure some of the car clubs and stuff have some little videos and stuff out there for you to watch. So I'm sorry I couldn't share my own, but I'm sure there's something out for you guys to see. I'm going to do that too, look around. I don't know that I feel sad. Have a great week until we have coffee again. Bye everybody.